CCNA interview questions and answers in 2026. Networking is a very important part of every organization. It helps the organization stay connected with the entire digital world that has taken over the market. The most beneficial network provider globally is Cisco. It provides great quality networking hardware and software. Telecommunication devices from Cisco are very beneficial. A lot of professionals actually prefer getting the CCNA certification. CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate, certification is one of the most beneficial certifications in the field of Cisco. It uses these communication devices in the best possible way to allow organizations to experience that functionality them. But to get a job with being a certified professional, one has to clear the interview. The CCNA interview questions and answers are going to be completely based upon the fundamentals of Cisco and how a professional can use these fundamentals to exceed in his career. Now, let us get into the CCNA interview questions and answers frequently asked by the interviewers for the role. This CCNA interview questions and answers list is made after understanding the knowledge and skills expected in a professional who has the CCNA certification. Get CCNA certification training, online, live online, and classroom training. CCNA interview questions and answers for freshers. Set 1. Take a glance below at CCNA interview questions and answers for freshers. 1. What do we understand by routing? In most simple terms, routing is a path in which the source can transfer particular data to its destination. Routing is done with the help of network layer devices, which are called routers. 2. What is the use of data link? The first function of the data link is to have a checkup on the messages that are sent. It ensures that the messages are sent to the right person. The second purpose of the data link layer is the framing of the messages. 3. What are the advantages of personal experience after using switches? Using a switch is very beneficial for the user in the following ways. Create a frame from all the bits that were received from the particular signal, gaining access and reading the destination address, which makes delivering data more precise. The switch is considered to be a very efficient means of data transmission. 4. What is a network condition and when does it occur? Network congestion is actually a situation in which too many users are trying to fit in the same bandwidth. When too many users use particular network bandwidth, network congestion takes place, which either leads to the crashing of the portal. 5. What do we refer to as a window in terms of networking? In terms of networking, a window refers to the complete number of segments sent from the source to the destination. 6. What is the LAN switching method that was used in Cisco Catalyst 5000? The LAN switching method used in Cisco Catalyst 5000 is the store and forward switching method. The store and forward switching method stores the entire framework, and it helps in performing CRC checks. The CRC checks are performed before making any decision about forwarding the data frame. 7. What is the LLC sublayer, and what is its usage? LLC is used for logical link control. The usage of the LLC sublayer is to provide different optional services to an application designer or developer. The LLC sublayer is one of the most efficient tools that is used in Cisco for error correction. It also helps provide flow control to the entire network layer with the usage of the stop code or the start code. 8. Name all the different memories that are used in the router of the Cisco. The different memory is data used in the Cisco router as known as NVRAM. NVRAM help in the storage of the startup configuration file. The last memory is known as DRAM. DRAM helps in the storage of all the configuration files that are executed in the router. The last memory in the Cisco router is known as flash memory, which helps in the storage of Cisco IOS. 9. What do you understand by frame relay? In the first place, frame relay is actually a WAN protocol. The primary frame relay is to provide a complete connection-oriented communication with the help of creating virtual circuits and maintaining those virtual circuits. Frame relay actually has a high performance rating, for which it is extremely beneficial to operate all the data links and physical layers very easily. 10. What are the different IPX access lists? There are two different types of IPX access lists, known as a standard IPX access list and the extended IPX access list. 11. What do we refer to as packets? Data encapsulation is a very important step in the world of Cisco. The result of the data encapsulation is actually a packet. It is referred to as datagrams that contain data that has been different protocols of the OSI layer. 12. How would we differentiate between the user mode and the privilege mode? When a user is using the Cisco router, all the regular tasks are performed with user mode. The user mode helps in fulfilling a lot of tasks like living systems information, connecting to different remote devices, and checking the router's status. Whereas in privileged mode, we see that includes all the usage of the user mode. Plus, it has a lot of other options as well, which is actually considered a privilege. This privilege mode is actually used to make different configurations on the router, such as making tests and debugging. 13. What is 100 base FX? In 100 base FX, 100 refers to the speed of the network, which is 100 Mbps. A 100 base FX is actually an Ethernet that helps in using the fiber optics cable. The fiber optic cable is used at the mean transmission medium in the router, which is only possible with 100 base FX. 14. How will we differentiate between the full duplex and the half duplex? While using the Cisco router on networking, some devices are used, which is the transmission device. In a full duplex, the transmission device can perform both tasks efficiently. It can transmit data to the parent network, and it can also receive data simultaneously. A person with the use of full duplex experiences great benefits, as it functions in a very amazing way to provide a great networking experience. But while using a half duplex, the transmitting device can either receive or communicate at the same time. The transmission device can't perform both tasks with the help of a half duplex. 15. What do you understand about MTU? MTU refers to the maximum packet size of data sent to the destination from the source. MTU is used for the maximum transmission unit. The data's maximum packet size is sent in the data line when there is no requirement for fragmentation of data. This means that this is the maximum capacity that can be transmitted in the data line. If this capacity is exceeded, there is a requirement to fragment data to ensure that the data reaches the destination. 16. What is the functional purpose of through-LAN switch? Cut-through line is one of the most important features in Cisco. This helps the router in receiving certain data frames. When the router receives all the data, it immediately sends out all the data from networking segments to the destination address. 17. What do you understand by latency? In the simplest terms, latency is referred to as a point in time. When we go into details, we understand that light energy is actually the total amount of time that is delayed, which helps measure all the data received from the network frame. It calculates the total time between the receiving of data and the going back of data towards the network segment. 18. What is the maximum limit on the number of hops while utilizing RIP? While utilizing RIP, the maximum limit of 15 hop counts. If the limit of 15 hop count limit is exceeded, then the network is actually considered an unreachable network. 19. What do you understand by HDLC? HDLC is the acronym that is used for High-Level Data Link Control Protocol. This is one of the most functional features that are available in Cisco networking, as it is one of the most priority protocols which is provided by Cisco. The usage of HDLC is so important that it is actually a default encapsulation that is actually operated within each and every Cisco router in the world. 20. What do we mean by route poisoning? Route poisoning is an actually complete process where the data entry of 16 is entered in a route which makes the route completely invisible. This is a very healthy and advisable step that is provided to a lot of people who use networking, which allows the users to prevent several problems along the route. CCNA interview questions and answers in 2026. Networking is a very important part of every organization. It helps the organization stay connected with the entire digital world that has taken over the market. The most beneficial network provider globally is Cisco. It provides great quality networking hardware and software. Telecommunication devices from Cisco are very beneficial. A lot of professionals actually prefer getting the CCNA